Hi, I'm Eldon Ponchak. Today we're going to start with our story about Tim Hortons' Every Cup Has Its Story. Like every other story, we start at a place, St-Jerome, Quebec. On this cold March 6th day, it was -8, and like many people, a janitor working at a local elementary school decides to go to Tim Hortons and get himself a coffee and a donut or something. Lucky for him, it's the roll up to rim contest. So he takes a cup with the roll up to rim to go and heads off to his school. Arriving at the school, he's finished his coffee and decides, oh, I better get into work. I got lots of work to do. Takes his coffee and, like anybody, throws it into the garbage. But what he maybe failed to do was to check that did he roll up the rim? Not a loser. Later that day, a 10-year-old girl at school noticed that Tim Hortons roll up the rimmed cup, unopened, sitting in the garbage. She takes it, but with her small fingers, she can't open it up. So she goes to see her 12-year-old friend and asks her to help her to roll up the rim. Upon rolling up the rim, the two girls notice that there's a prize. Not just a coffee, not a donut, but rather a brand new Toyota RAV4 2006 with a retail value of $29,000. As you can imagine, the girls get quite excited. They start imagining what they could do with all this money. They could sell the car and go to Disney World with their families. Or maybe one girl keeps the car one week, the other girl keeps the car the other week. Full of energy, full of great ideas, but it ends up that the daycare starts to hear about the story and wants to talk to the parents. The father of the 10-year-old and the father of the 12-year-old arrive at the daycare to pick up their kids, hear about all the story, hop into their cars and decide to go to Tim Hortons to claim their prize. Arriving at Tim Hortons, they are told that they need to fill out a form in order to claim the prize. Realizing that only one person can fill out the form, the father of the 10-year-old decides he'll fill out the form and then he will discuss compensation with the other father later that evening. The next day, the parents of the 10-year-old decide that there will be no sharing of the prize. It's finders keepers, losers weepers. It's then that the parents of the 12-year-old call a local radio station seeking some legal advice, and the whole situation starts to get ugly. Well, let's not forget where our whole story started. The janitor, buying his Tim Hortons coffee, not rolling up the rim and throwing it in the garbage. Well, 4 days later, he hears about two young girls winning a RAV4, and he decides that he has a claim on this car as well.